The hip-hop world is officially shook, and fans everywhere are losing their minds. What started as a casual comment from NBA YoungBoy has exploded into one of the most heated debates of the year, and it's tearing the community apart. In a shocking twist nobody saw coming, YoungBoy boldly declared Kendrick Lamar as the real GOAT, snubbing none other than Drake, the reigning king of streaming and charts. The internet instantly went wild. Some fans celebrated, others erupted in outrage. And the drama quickly spiraled beyond just a simple opinion. But here's where it gets even messier. Sources close to the artists are whispering about secret rivalries reigniting behind the scenes, family members caught in the crossfire, and longtime friendships hanging by a thread. Emotions ran high as social media became a battleground, with heated arguments, betrayals, and shocking accusations flying left and right. Even some of YoungBoy's closest allies are reportedly divided, and fans can't help but wonder, what's really going on beneath the surface? Stick around, because this isn't just another celebrity debate. This is a saga filled with unexpected twists, personal vendettas, and a controversy that could change the rap game forever. Trust me, you don't want to miss a second of this story. The moment NBA YoungBoy dropped his bombshell declaring Kendrick Lamar is a real GOAT over Drake, the music world tilted on its axis. What was supposed to be a simple shout-out quickly turned into a storm of drama and chaos nobody expected. The streets buzzed, social media exploded, and fans everywhere scrambled to pick sides in a war that seemed to come out of nowhere. But behind the scenes, things were far messier than anyone could have imagined. It all started during a late-night studio session when YoungBoy, known for his raw honesty and fearless opinions, casually let slip his controversial take while chatting with his inner circle. "Yo, Kendrick's bars hit deeper than Drake ever did," he said, eyes intense, voice low. "He's that real storyteller, the voice of the streets and the soul. Drake's just riding waves." At first, his friends laughed it off as another YoungBoy hot take. But when the clip leaked online, the reaction was instant and explosive. Fans were shocked. Some praised YoungBoy's courage to speak his truth, while others accused him of disrespecting Drake, a titan who's dominated charts for over a decade. Heated debates erupted. But what no one knew yet was that this was just the beginning. YoungBoy's camp was soon flooded with messages, some supportive, others downright hostile. His cousin, who managed much of his day-to-day, warned him, "Bro, you're stirring a hornet's nest. Drake's got loyal fans, and this could get ugly." But YoungBoy was unbothered. "I'm just saying what's real," he shot back. Kendrick's lyrics cut deeper. It's about the message, not the numbers. The controversy caught the attention of Kendrick Lamar's team, who reportedly were caught off guard. Insiders say Kendrick himself was humbled and surprised, but also a little uneasy about the public spectacle. "Kendrick's about the art, not the drama," one source shared. "He's focused on his craft, not who's calling him GOAT." Meanwhile, Drake's camp wasn't silent. Word quickly got to Drake, and sources close to him say he was disappointed but not surprised. After all, Drake has dealt with haters before. This time, it felt different because the critique came from someone YoungBoy's age, a rising star many saw as a prodigy. He expected respect, not rivalry, a friend of Drake revealed. It hurt more because it felt personal. As tensions simmered, the family dynamics around YoungBoy complicated matters even more. His older brother, a stabilizing figure in his life, publicly called for peace and understanding. In a rare interview, he said, "This is just words, but words have power. We need to be careful with what we say because it affects more than just the artists. It affects families, fans, communities." But not everyone in YoungBoy's circle agreed. Some close friends felt this was a moment to shake the game up and break old rules. One confidant said, "YoungBoy's tired of playing safe. He's making a statement that will be remembered." The family was left divided between those who wanted to de-escalate and those ready to back YoungBoy's bold stance. The fan bases were another battlefield. Kendrick's loyal supporters praised YoungBoy's honesty, flooding social media with hashtags like #KendrickIsGOAT and #YoungBoyRealRecognize. Conversely, Drake's followers launched counterattacks, accusing YoungBoy of disrespect and clout chasing. Memes, videos, and heated threads filled every platform. Some fans even threatened boycotts of YoungBoy's upcoming projects. This online chaos soon spilled into real life. Reports emerged of heated confrontations at concerts and public events. One viral video showed a fan shouting at YoungBoy during a show, "You dissed Drake, now face the music." Security had to intervene quickly to prevent escalation. It was clear the debate was more than just words. It was fueling real conflict. Amid this storm, some surprising voices chimed in. Rappers from both camps shared their takes, adding fuel to the fire. One rapper close to Drake tweeted, "Respect the king who built the throne," while another from Kendrick's circle responded, "It's time for new legends to rise." These public spats made it impossible to ignore the growing divide within the rap community itself. As the drama intensified, the media smelled blood and jumped in with sensational headlines. Rumors swirled about secret meetings between YoungBoy and Kendrick's team, possibly plotting a joint project to settle the debate. Others speculated about upcoming diss tracks aimed at Drake, fueling anticipation and anxiety alike. The speculation became almost as entertaining as the drama itself. Yet, behind closed doors, the artist seemed to be walking a tightrope. Sources revealed that YoungBoy had reached out privately to Drake, trying to smooth things over. A leaked text read, "I respect your grind, but I gotta speak my truth. No hate." Drake's reply was cool but firm. "We all got our lanes. Keep it respectful." This exchange showed that while public conflict raged, some attempts at peace were quietly underway. But peace was far from guaranteed. During a family gathering, emotions exploded when YoungBoy's uncle confronted him about the fallout. "You're dividing your own people for what? Clout? Respect?" he asked sharply. YoungBoy's response was fierce. "It's about changing the game. If that means stirring the pot, so be it." The family was left shaken, caught between loyalty and concern for the young rapper's future. Amid this emotional storm, Kendrick's camp decided to respond not with words, but with art. A surprise snippet of a new track leaked online, heavy with cryptic lines about legacy, respect, and true artistry. Fans scrambled to decode whether this was Kendrick's subtle response to YoungBoy's comments. The track's tone was calm but assertive, signaling a quiet confidence rather than open confrontation. Meanwhile, Drake was rumored to be working on new music too, with insiders saying he's channeling the controversy into his next album, aiming to reclaim his throne. This fueled speculation that the coming months could ignite one of the biggest rap rivalries in recent memory, blending old-school respect with new-school fire. Yet even with all the tension, some surprising alliances were forming. A mutual friend of YoungBoy and Kendrick revealed that, behind the scenes, the two had started talking, sharing ideas, and exploring a collaboration that could bridge the gap and unite the fans. This revelation shocked many, suggesting the drama might be a smokescreen for something bigger. The social media battleground also saw influencers, celebrities, and even family members weighing in, adding layers of complexity. One well-known music influencer said, "This isn't just about who's better. It's about generational shifts in hip-hop culture." Another added, "YoungBoy's fearless stance forces us all to rethink what makes a true GOAT." Amid all the public chaos, emotional interviews surfaced where YoungBoy opened up about his motivations. "It's not just about disrespecting Drake or anyone else," he said. "It's about telling the truth from where I stand. Kendrick speaks for the streets and the soul. That's why he's my GOAT." His raw honesty won some hearts but also deepened divides. As the first part of this saga unfolds, one thing is clear: this isn't a simple debate. It's a complex web of personal stakes, family drama, fan wars, and industry power plays. Emotions are running high, and the ripples of YoungBoy's bold declaration are only just beginning to spread. But the real question remains, will this controversy bring artists closer or tear the community apart? And what unexpected twists lie ahead as the drama continues to escalate? Hold tight because the next chapter promises even more surprises and heartbreaks, just when it seemed like the dust might start to settle. The drama took another wild turn. A leaked conversation between YoungBoy and one of Drake's closest collaborators surfaced online, sending shockwaves through both camps. The messages revealed a tense exchange, with accusations flying and trust shattered. YoungBoy accused Drake's team of trying to sabotage his career after the GOAT comment, while Drake's collaborator fired back, calling YoungBoy disrespectful and ungrateful. Fans were glued to their screens, dissecting every word, and emotions ran even higher than before. The leak wasn't just a coincidence. Insiders say it was a deliberate move by someone wanting to escalate the conflict. Speculation ran rampant about who could be behind it, with fingers pointing at rival camps trying to gain leverage. The family of YoungBoy, already divided, was left reeling as private matters were dragged into the public eye. His mother was reportedly devastated by the exposure and urged him to think before he speaks next time. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar's response to the escalating feud remained unusually quiet, fueling rumors about his true feelings. Some say he was frustrated by being pulled into a drama he never wanted, while others claimed he was carefully planning his next move. One close friend revealed, Kendrick doesn't react to noise. He waits, watches, and then delivers in his own time. This mysterious silence only added fuel to the fire, leaving fans speculating endlessly. Drake, on the other hand, seemed to be doubling down on his public image as the king of rap. His recent social media posts and interviews subtly hinted at the controversy without naming names, focusing instead on his legacy and work ethic. In one interview, he said, "Respect is earned, not given. I've been grinding for years. And that's what matters." These words were clearly aimed at YoungBoy, sparking a flurry of reactions online. As the tension grew, family drama around YoungBoy intensified. During a heated phone call caught on a now-deleted video, his older brother confronted him about the toll the feud was taking on their close-knit family. "This ain't just about music, it's about our lives, our peace," he pleaded. YoungBoy, emotional but resolute, responded, "I'm trying to stand up for what's real, even if it hurts. You gotta understand that." This raw moment showed the personal cost of the public battle amidst the chaos. A surprising development came when a well-known hip-hop journalist revealed inside info about a secret meeting between Kendrick and Drake's teams. The gathering was supposedly an attempt to calm the waters and find common ground. However, the meeting ended in frustration, with both sides blaming each other for the ongoing tension. The journalist tweeted, "It's clear this war isn't ending anytime soon. Pride and power are bigger than peace right now." Fans on social media took the opportunity to stir the pot even more. Viral challenges and memes pitted Kendrick against Drake, with users creating "Who's the GOAT?" polls that dominated platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Celebrities joined in the fun, with some jokingly picking sides and others seriously debating the merits of each artist. The hashtag #KendrickVs Drake trended for weeks, highlighting just how deeply this conflict resonated with people. YoungBoy's own fanbase showed remarkable loyalty despite the mounting backlash. At a recent concert, supporters chanted his name while wearing shirts referencing Kendrick and the GOAT debate. The energy was electric, but backstage tensions were palpable. Some crew members expressed concern about the direction the controversy was taking, fearing it could overshadow YoungBoy's music and career, as if the drama wasn't enough. Rumors surfaced of a surprise collaboration between YoungBoy and a legendary producer, known for working with both Kendrick and Drake. Insiders hinted that this project might be YoungBoy's attempt to bridge gaps and prove his artistry beyond the feud. Fans went wild, speculating about what this could mean, with some seeing it as a peace offering and others as a strategic move to claim the spotlight. But the family saga continued to deepen. A leaked voice note from YoungBoy's mother surfaced, where she pleaded with him to focus on his well-being and the music rather than the drama. Her words were heartfelt and emotional. "Baby, you're caught in a storm, but don't let it consume you. Remember why you started? This vulnerable moment touched many fans and showed the human side of a conflict, often painted as just hype. In the middle of this turmoil, Kendrick made a rare public appearance at a charity event. While no mention was made of the feud, his speech about unity, respect, and the power of music felt like a subtle message to the industry and fans alike. "Our strength is in our community," he said. "Let's lift each other up instead of tearing down." This added a hopeful note to the otherwise bitter saga. Drake responded by donating proceeds from his latest single to a youth mentorship program, emphasizing his commitment to giving back. Critics saw this as a savvy public relations move, while supporters applauded his efforts to focus on positive change. Nonetheless, the underlying tension between the two camps remained unresolved. Simmering beneath the surface, then came an unexpected twist. Reports emerged that YoungBoy had met privately with some of Drake's closest friends to discuss ending the feud. Sources described the meeting as tense but productive, with both sides agreeing to keep respect at the forefront. This quiet step toward reconciliation shocked many, showing that even in the midst of chaos, bridges could be built. However, the peace was short-lived. Shortly after, a leaked track from YoungBoy surfaced containing subtle shots at Drake's legacy and influence. The song was clever and cryptic, filled with lines that sparked endless debate about whether it was a diss or just competitive lyricism. Drake's camp responded with silence, fueling speculation about whether a musical showdown was imminent. As the saga unfolded, the personal stakes for YoungBoy became clearer. Sources close to him revealed that the controversy weighed heavily on his mental health, adding pressure to an already turbulent life. A close friend confided, "He's passionate, but sometimes that passion turns into stress. He needs support now more than ever." This humanized the rapper beyond the headlines and drama. On the flip side, Drake was rumored to be seeking advice from industry veterans on how to handle the rising rivalry. One insider said he's playing the long game, focusing on legacy rather than quick wins. This contrasted with YoungBoy's fiery approach and highlighted the generational I like the generational divide at play. Fans remained fiercely divided, with some organizing online petitions demanding a collaborative track between Kendrick, Drake, and YoungBoy to end the beef once and for all. Others continued to fan the flames, hoping for more drama and clashes. The community was caught in a whirlwind of loyalty, passion, and anticipation. As the second part of this story closes, one thing is certain: the battle between YoungBoy's hot take and the established rap titans is far from over. Personal conflicts, family dramas, and industry politics have intertwined to create a saga that's gripping fans worldwide. But with secret meetings, leaked tracks, and unexpected alliances emerging, the next chapter promises even more twists. Will YoungBoy's boldness reshape the rap landscape? Can Kendrick and Drake rise above the drama to unite the culture? Or will this controversy deepen divides and leave lasting scars? Buckle up, because the story is just heating up. As the dust barely had time to settle from the latest drama, a new shockwave hit the rap world. Rumors leaked about a secret recording session that allegedly brought NBA YoungBoy and Kendrick Lamar together. Sources close to the scene claimed it was an intense, emotionally charged day in the studio, with both artists pouring their hearts out and confronting the tension head-on. Fans went wild imagining what kind of fire this collaboration could bring. Was this the peace offering the industry desperately needed? Or just another power move? Insiders described the session as electric but complicated. One engineer present said, "You could feel the history between them. There was respect, but also a lot of unspoken weight. They were both trying to prove something." YoungBoy reportedly opened up about the backlash he'd faced since his controversial GOAT comments, while Kendrick shared his thoughts on legacy and responsibility. Their dialogue was raw and vulnerable, unlike anything fans had heard before. Meanwhile, Drake was reportedly watching all of this unfold with a mix of skepticism and concern. Close friends said he was not ready to back down and was doubling down on his plans for a new album that would address everything. Rumors swirled that Drake was also considering reaching out to YoungBoy privately, hoping to turn the feud into mutual respect. But sources said YoungBoy was hesitant to trust after everything that happened. This secret studio day wasn't just about music Kit, also sparked intense debates within the families. YoungBoy's mother, after hearing about the collaboration, was torn. On one hand, she wanted her son to rise above the drama. On the other, she worried about the emotional toll. In a candid phone call leaked online, she urged him, "Baby, be careful who you let in. The game's not just music Kit's politics." The family was once again caught in the crossfire of fame and rivalry. At the same time, Kendrick's inner circle was buzzing. Some advisors felt the collaboration was a risk, potentially dragging Kendrick into unnecessary drama. Others saw it as a bold statement about bridging generational gaps and redefining hip-hop culture. One close friend remarked, "Kendrick's always been about progression. This is him showing the new generation he's still relevant but also open to change." As anticipation for the collaboration grew, Drake's camp dropped a surprise teaser of an upcoming track that many speculated was a response to the growing YoungBoy-Kendrick alliance. The song's lyrics were sharp, focused on legacy, respect, and the pitfalls of fame. Fans dissected every line, debating if it was a direct shot at YoungBoy's earlier comments. The internet exploded with theories, and the rap community braced for what some called a musical showdown of the century. Amidst the brewing storm, social media became a relentless battleground. Influencers and celebrities weighed in, fueling the flames with controversial opinions and viral posts. A famous rapper known for stirring drama tweeted, "When the young bloods talk, the old heads better listen." Another artist responded with a video saying, "Respect is earned over time, but fire burns bright fast." The back and forth kept fans hooked and divided. The emotional toll on YoungBoy became more visible. During a rare live stream, he broke down, revealing how the pressure of the feud and constant scrutiny affected his mental health. "I'm just a kid trying to make it. But sometimes it feels like the whole world's against me," he confessed, voice trembling. This vulnerable moment drew sympathy from many fans but also intensified the divide, as some criticized him for playing the victim. In contrast, Kendrick remained composed in public, using his platform to promote messages of unity and healing. In a recent interview, he said, "Hip-hop has always been about telling real stories. Sometimes those stories are messy. We have to learn from the chaos and move forward." These words struck a chord with fans who hoped the feud could evolve into something positive. The family drama took another dark turn when an old family friend leaked private messages, suggesting that YoungBoy's uncle was advising him to stay quiet and avoid stirring trouble. This leaked advice sparked outrage among some of YoungBoy's supporters who saw it as betrayal, further fracturing the family's unity. Heated arguments erupted online, and some fans accused the uncle of trying to control YoungBoy's narrative. Just when it seemed the tension might explode, a surprise announcement dropped. YoungBoy and Kendrick were officially releasing a joint single. The news sent shockwaves through the industry and social media. Fans flooded streaming platforms with anticipation, and the press dubbed it the collab to end all collabs. But with excitement came skepticism. Would this track really bridge the gap, or would it only deepen the divides? Leading up to the release, snippets of the song leaked, hinting at powerful verses about legacy, struggle, and respect. The lyrics were intense, reflective of the personal and public battles both rappers faced. One line from "The pain comes the truth. The crown's not given, it's earned," seemed to speak directly to the ongoing GOAT debate. Sparking endless discussion, the release day arrived with unprecedented hype, but the aftermath was explosive. Some fans hailed the track as a masterpiece, praising the chemistry and emotional depth. Others felt it was too little, too late, a band-aid on a wound that was still bleeding. Social media lit up with mixed reactions, and the family drama showed no signs of slowing down amid the buzz. Drake surprised everyone by dropping his own response track just days later. The song was raw and unapologetic, addressing the controversy head-on with sharp lyrics and a confident flow. Critics called it a bold reclaiming of the throne, while fans debated whether it was a direct diss or a call for respect. This musical back and forth set the stage for what many called a rap triangle of tension. The industry watched closely as YoungBoy, Kendrick, and Drake each released music that seemed intertwined with the ongoing saga. Awards, shows, interviews, and public appearances became stages for subtle jabs and powerful messages, keeping the drama alive, even as the music battles played out. Family members continued to grapple with the fallout. YoungBoy's mother expressed mixed emotions in a heartfelt social media post, calling for peace and understanding. "Our boys are warriors, but warriors need love too," she wrote, touching fans worldwide. Kendrick's family echoed similar sentiments, emphasizing the importance of unity over rivalry. The emotional roller coaster showed no signs of stopping. At a recent festival, YoungBoy and Kendrick performed their joint single together. An unforgettable moment charged with emotion and raw energy. The crowd erupted, but backstage, tensions flared as disagreements about the show's production spilled into heated arguments. Among the teams, Drake was notably absent from the festival, fueling speculation about his next move. Insiders hinted he was working on a secret project that could change the game and settle scores once and for all. The rap world braced itself for what could be the most dramatic chapter yet in this ongoing saga. As Part 3 closes, the lines between personal and professional continue to blur, leaving fans wondering how much of this is genuine conflict and how much is calculated drama. The stakes are higher than ever, with legacies, family, and futures hanging in the balance. Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: this story is far from over, and the rap world will never be the same. The atmosphere in the rap world was electric, but the tension was thick enough to cut with a knife. After Drake's surprise absence at the festival and rumors of his secret project, the anticipation reached fever pitch. Fans speculated endlessly. Was he about to drop a diss track? A full album? Or maybe a collaboration that could finally squash the beef? The answers remained a mystery. But the impact was already felt in every corner of the culture. YoungBoy, meanwhile, faced mounting pressure from every direction. The family drama that had been simmering beneath the surface exploded when his uncle publicly criticized his GOAT comments in an emotional Instagram live. "Sometimes the truth hurts the people you love," he said, voice shaking. "We're trying to protect the family name, but this feud is tearing us apart." The video went viral, causing even more division among fans and family alike. In response, YoungBoy took to social media with a heartfelt video message. His eyes red from tears. He said, "I love my family. This ain't about disrespecting anyone. It's about speaking my truth and pushing hip-hop forward. Sometimes that means making enemies, but it also means staying real." His raw honesty won sympathy from many, but also reignited debates online, with some accusing him of stirring drama for attention. Kendrick's camp watched all of this unfold with cautious optimism. Insiders said Kendrick was proud of the collaboration, but wary of how the public drama could overshadow the music. In private, he reportedly reached out to YoungBoy's family to offer support and encourage healing. "Kendrick's always about lifting people up," a source said. "He wants this story to end with respect, not ruin." As the world waited for Drake's next move, a shocking leak sent shockwaves through social media. An unreleased track from Drake, believed to be a response to YoungBoy and Kendrick, appeared online. The song was a masterclass in lyrical skill, mixing vulnerability with confidence and calling for respect without overt attacks. Fans were stunned by the maturity and depth, calling it one of Drake's best works in years. This leak sparked a frenzy. Drake's camp scrambled to contain the fallout, claiming it was an unfinished demo not meant for release. Yet the song spread like wildfire, becoming an anthem for those craving resolution over conflict. Many hoped this was a turning point, signaling a desire to end the public battles and focus on the music. In the midst of this, The families involved began to take steps toward reconciliation. A surprise meeting was arranged between YoungBoy's mother, Kendrick's family, and representatives close to Drake. The gathering was described as emotional and hopeful, with heartfelt apologies and promises to protect their loved ones from future drama. Though fragile, the peace talks offered a glimmer of hope. But just as things seemed to be calming, a shocking betrayal rocked the scene. A trusted member of YoungBoy's inner circle leaked private texts, showing him discussing plans to release a diss track aimed at Drake, despite the ongoing peace efforts. The leak caused outrage among fans and family, who saw it as a dangerous move, risking everything they had worked for. YoungBoy was forced to address the leak in a tense live stream, denying any plans to escalate the feud. "I'm about the music and the culture, not the drama," he said firmly. "Sometimes people close to you don't have your best interests at heart. I'm focused on healing and moving forward." This statement calmed some fans, but left others suspicious. Drake responded quietly, focusing on charity work and community projects. His team released statements emphasizing his commitment to positivity and growth. Some interpreted this as a strategic choice to rise above the noise, while others saw it as a sign he was biding his time for a bigger move. Kendrick, ever the voice of reason, released a powerful music video addressing themes of unity and forgiveness. The visual storytelling touched millions, reminding fans that hip-hop is more than rivalries. It's a culture rooted in resilience and connection. The video became an instant classic and was hailed as a turning point in the saga amid the shifting tides. The fans remained fiercely engaged. Social media campaigns calling for a three-way collaboration flooded timelines, hoping to see YoungBoy, Kendrick, and Drake together on one track. Influencers hosted live debates, podcasts dissected every move, and fan art flooded the internet. The community was hungry for closure, but also hungry for more drama. As this final part of the main story unfolds, the question lingers: can these iconic figures find a way to respect each other's legacies and work together for the culture? Or will pride and past wounds keep the feud alive, fracturing hip-hop's future? The saga of YoungBoy's hot take has evolved from a simple opinion to a complex drama involving family, fans, and the very soul of rap music. With emotions raw and stakes higher than ever, the next moves by YoungBoy, Kendrick, and Drake will define an era. So here we are, standing at the crossroads of one of the most explosive rap dramas in recent memory. YoungBoy's bold claim that Kendrick Lamar reigns supreme over Drake wasn't just a hot take, it ignited a chain reaction of family tension, industry rivalries, secret collaborations, and emotional moments that no one saw coming. Fans were shocked, emotions ran high, and the rap community was left divided like never before. Throughout this saga, we've seen loyalty clash with betrayal, respect challenged by pride, and music become the battleground for deeper personal struggles. YoungBoy's passion and vulnerability, Kendrick's wisdom and composure, and Drake's relentless drive all played starring roles in a drama that continues to evolve. What started as a simple opinion spiraled into a story about legacy, identity, and the price of fame. But here's the big question: where do we go from here? Will these giants of hip-hop finally bury the hatchet and unite for the culture? Or will this feud deepen, leaving scars that last for generations? Only time will tell. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Who do you believe really deserves the crown? Is YoungBoy's take justified? Or is Drake still the undisputed king? Maybe Kendrick's silence speaks louder than words. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear all your takes and theories. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive into the drama. And subscribe to stay tuned for every update on this ongoing saga and more. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the hottest stories in hip-hop and reality. Drama. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay woke, and remember, in the world of rap, the story's never over. Never over.